Hey there guys, so here we go. We have a company reveal. The thumbnail I'm sure gives it away by now. So the company is Door to Door, and they are based over, we'll just say over at Heathrow Airport. So I'm just going to give you a little insight into the company, tell you a little bit about what we've done or what we do. Nothing too amazing. Talk to you a little bit about the fleet, and go from there. So, before we go any further, I'd just like to say thank you to the 49 people that have subscribed to the channel. We are trying to grow, we are trying to put videos out there, but it's not so easy. Please, anybody watching this that hasn't subscribed, that likes what they've seen so far on, feel free to go and check the last 6 episodes out. Give me a thumbs up, please. Any comments are welcome, but most importantly, subscribes are what we're looking for. Subscribe to the channel and content will be uploaded. We're hoping to upload content every week or every other. It really depends on the workload and how busy I am and how able I am to get one out a week. It should be all right, but at least once a fortnight. So subscribe to the channel. Right, so now we've had the reveal. Now we know the company is Door to Door, based over at Heathrow. What do they do? Well, they are a specialised handling company. We do specialised work of, I'm not really able to say of what, but high, sort of, not even value. Value's the wrong word. They do, it's specialised. That's all I can say. It's specialised goods. Anything that's special that needs to go somewhere, we'll take it. I can't really elaborate much more because I don't want to give too much away. I've been sort of told what I can and, well, not what I can and can't say, but I can't really say customers. I can't say things like that. I can give you a little insight into where I went the other day. I went to a stadium. I'm not saying what sort of stadium, what it was. Was it a concert stadium? Was it a sports stadium? But I was at a stadium and I was talking to a nice gentleman there who was telling me all about where I was, and I was kind of in awe. Be nice to share the information with you, but unfortunately I can't. Over the last few days I've seen some interesting parts to the job, which I'm really enjoying. The staff are fantastic so far. That may change in a few months. You just know it is when you're bedding in somewhere. It doesn't mean I dislike people. I'm not the kind of person to dislike. I'm more of a you're a wanker, say my piece, walk away, have the ump. 10 minutes later, it's like it never happened. And I'm sure they'll be the same with me. I'm absolutely positive of it. It's just the way people are human. We're all human at the end of the day, and that's how we are, and that's how we grow and continue to grow. So, right, I just want to talk a little bit now about a conversation I had. So I spoke to the gaffer, and if you remember on the last episode I said I'm going to try and get people to come and do some interviews. Well, I've spoken to the gaffer, and he has accepted a conversation on camera with myself with some questions. So here's how it's gonna play out. I am looking to do an interview and ask 10 questions that he can answer to the best of his ability on how he sees the industry. I don't want him to tell people, i.e. you guys or me, what I want to hear. I want him to tell me how he sees it and where it's going, or where it's gone wrong, or how he can improve it. We're not going to do an interview to put the industry down. I'm not about that. Okay, it needs to be positive vibes on the company. On the company, it needs to be positive vibes on the industry. So here's where I'm going to give you guys the opportunity. Is I'm asking 5 of them 10 questions, and I want you guys to hit me with your questions. So it can be anything related within the industry. I don't want someone to say, ask your boss how much you get paid. It's not that kind of question. We need positive questions where you've got to make him think and try and feed back with positive replies that you probably want to hear, or maybe you want to just get a feel of how another boss sort of plans his day in his head, or plans his company, and how he works around things, and how he how he portrays customers or how he treats customers, anything, any questions you have. And what we'll do is, if I can get people to give me some questions, and I will choose 5 of the best that I receive. I'll probably only receive 1, but let's hope I can receive a lot of questions. It will be me choosing the questions. There's no favoritism. It will literally be what I see fit as a genuine, honest, decent question. Certainly one I've not asked, because we can't ask the same question twice. So I'm asking 5 questions. I want you, the viewers, to choose the other 5. So get your craniums in gear, get them thinking, get them working hard, jot down any question you need me to ask. And if it's good enough and it makes the bill of 5, I'll ask it. I'll give you a mention on the channel as well. Right, so that's what's coming in hopefully the next 2 to 4 weeks' time. Reason why it's that long is he's going to be very busy. I'm going to be very, very busy with the build up to Christmas. There could be a slight chance it doesn't happen till after Christmas, but I'm kind of feeling it will happen mid-December. So keep your ears and eyes open for that, because it's coming, guys, and we need to find people's perspective on the industry. Right, I'm just going to step away from the industry bit now and go back to the company I work for, Door to Door, over in Heathrow, and I just want to talk to you a little bit now about the fleet. So it's a fleet of MAN vehicles and Mercedes Sprinters, so MAN trucks, Mercedes vans, and we'll start from the vans and we'll work our way up. So yeah, Mercedes, they are quite decent motors. We all know Mercedes are good. They're bespoke vehicles, they're box vehicles, they're long wheelbase Sprinters that he uses for day-to-day collections and deliveries. They go all over UK and Europe. So, it's not a case of we just do local deliveries. We go everywhere, literally go everywhere and deliver the goods. And it seems to sort of, at the moment, be fairly decent how it works. So, you have a set of van drivers, they get given a lot of work, they go and do it, everybody seems happy, and it just seems to work. And I'm experiencing that at the moment. I'm on the vans. I've got not my own van, but I've been given a van for a little while to sort of do some work for them, which I'm very grateful for, because they didn't really need to take me on. But they decided to help me and take me on, put me in a van for a few weeks until I get my license. So, hats off to them for that. So I appreciate that. Again, another example of what the company's like. I personally feel, I guess maybe some drivers that have been there longer than me would probably disagree with what I'm going to say, but I personally feel we're quite well looked after. So we're just going to move over to the trucks now. So MANs. So I believe there's 1 7.5, 3 or 4 maybe 12 tonners, some 18 tonners and some Arctics. And I think maybe thrown in there just a couple of 26 tons. However, I think the 26 tons are a different story completely, so I shan't even go into that. So the 7.5 ton, I don't know the age, it looks a bit old, but genuinely his old vehicles are people's sort of made, decent motors, if that makes sense. MAN, nice motor in the 7.5 ton, not too bad. Moving up to the 12 tonners, I used to drive one of these a long time ago, not to the spec that this is. The spec is fantastic on these motors that he gets. He's not a cheapo where he buys bottom of the range everything. From what I see, he looks like he cares for the drivers, and by caring, he kits the vehicles out for purpose. I mean, the only thing I believe you don't get is a microwave. There's a fridge in there, there's sat nav, all that sort of stuff that you need. The steering wheel, the functions, it's all electric. It's all sort of singing and dancing in the motors, and that for me goes a long way itself, because as I just said, it shows there's a bit of care there, and of course, if you're given the correct tools, you can do a damn good job. If you're given no tools, the job becomes very difficult. And with this job so far, from what I've witnessed, it's smooth. It can be as easy as it can be, because we've got the tools for the jobs. There is no job we can't do that we haven't got tools for to help us make the job easier. Not necessarily make it the easiest, but we can certainly make the job easier, and I like that. I like the guys in the office. There's a couple of Arctics that he's got. I think he's got a Renault and he's got an MAN. So barring the fleet of MANs, I think he's got one Renault. Bit strange, I don't know why, but hey, not for me to answer. That's entirely up to him as to what he buys. We just get paid to drive the things. So yeah, really happy with all that so far. Motors are decent. People in the office are decent. You normally get a knobhead in transport. So far I haven't come across one of them. Normally a transport coordinator or manager becomes a bit of a knob, but I can honestly and genuinely say I haven't felt or seen that so far. I quite like the guys in the office. I think they're all quite chatty. Make me feel really welcome, and I'm sure that will change over the coming months. Right, not really sure what else to say now, guys, because I've covered what I really needed to cover. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up, and over the next coming weeks, I'm hoping to be in a lorry. So if the DVLA pull their finger out, next week I should be in a lorry. And if I am in a lorry and they say this is my lorry, I'll kit it out. I'll set my cameras up and we'll start getting some footage. The company has said to me I am now allowed to take photos of the fleet. The uniform can be shown, the name can be shown. I've just given the name away anyway. So they're happy for me to do that, but I can't take pictures of customers or at customers or anything like that. Which would be wrong of me. So I know where I stand. I know what's good. I know what's bad. And I'm just going to be interested now to be able to provide you with, you know, where I'm going sometimes. Certainly not exactly where I'm going, but, you know, for example, let's say I'm going to Liverpool or Newcastle. I can say, right, I'm on my way to Newcastle, blah, 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 you know, and things like that. It'll be interesting, it'll be different. We can have a camera on this wonderful smiling face quite a lot while I'm driving. We can then turn the camera around and have it facing out so you can see where I'm going. And just have a bit of fun with it as we go, you know. I've got a few ideas in the cranium that I want to bring out for you guys, for some participation as well, which would be quite good. I don't think anybody else has done what I'd like to do, so I'm going to hold out just for a few more weeks on that one. And if it comes to it, it comes to it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But so far, nobody's doing what I've got an idea of doing. Other than that, I think I'm just banging on about stuff now I don't need to bang on about. So I will leave it there, and I will say thanks again for watching this short video. Bit boring, I know. I'm amazed if anybody's still watching. I mean, if you are watching, you've obviously fallen asleep and left it running, so, you know, even that's default, isn't it? Right, guys, next time we see each other, I will be driving a lorry. I'll be taking videos. I'll be taking pictures. You can see the fleet for what it is. There'll be tours of the cab inside, outside. Probably not goods. Maybe some occasions I can do goods or show a vehicle being loaded, because not all work is specialised in that sense. You know, I'm going to stop banging on and I'm going to leave you to it, and keep trucking, keep driving, stay safe, look after yourself and everybody else when you're on the roads. And until I see you again soon, guys, from me, Lee the Trucker. Lee the Trucker, what a name. From me, Lee the Trucker. Until next time. It's over and out, guys. Take care.